It is stupid for a grown woman to say things like uliuza kizazi. It is stupid for a grown woman to say things like hauna mayai, omba Mungu akupatie mayai ama akupatie mayai itafanya kazi. It is stupid to utter such words. I am not barren. And even if I was, it's not a disability. It's not a disability. My body just lacks a few organs here and there. Now, again, the cervix is what connects your vagina to your uterus. It allows the menstrual flow to pass through, or it contracts and opens up when you're giving birth to allow the passage of the baby. And in my case, they removed that as well. So the whole uterus, the cervix, and the fallopian tubes were removed. Hello, my lovelies. Are you good? Are you okay? Are you fine? It's your girl Sal's Comfort, and today I'm coming to you with a rather slightly sensitive subject. First of all, I have to say thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos, and also thank you for all the feedback that you've given me. I truly appreciate it. I have been on social media for quite a while. I have shared my journey with you. Some of you might know it and some of you might not know it. So I feel like there's something that I need to talk about, and that is because of all the positivity that you guys have shown me when it comes to that subject. And it's the subject of not being able to give birth. A lot of you have seen the amount of bullying that I have gone through on social media, being called barren, being called tassa. To be quite honest, I never knew what that word tassa meant until someone explained it to me. Some of you might think that that is what I am. Also, some of you have posted very mean things, saying things like I sold my kizazi. There was a time I was told to pray to God so that my eggs can function because I have non-functioning eggs. And I kind of want to put a bit of insight into this topic, let it resonate, but here it is. In 2017, I had a hysterectomy, and I had a total hysterectomy. Actually, I had a hysterectomy and a bilateral sapingectomy. Sorry, sapingectomy. Oh my God, the terms. Yo, blah, blah, not midomo changu. But yes, that is what I had. There are three types. There is the subtotal hysterectomy, which involves taking away the upper part of the uterus and keeping the cervix. There is the radical hysterectomy, which is done when someone has cancer of the uterus, cervical cancer, any other cancer that affects your reproductive system. And then there is the total hysterectomy, which is what I had, along with the sapingectomy. Now that means that they remove the uterus, they remove the cervix, and they remove the fallopian tubes. The cervix is what connects. This is turning into a biology lesson, and I was really bad at biology, but I had to research this because I was going to go through it, hence the knowledge. Now, again, the cervix is what connects your vagina to your uterus. It allows the menstrual flow to pass through, or it contracts and opens up when you're giving birth to allow the passage of the baby. And in my case, they removed that as well. So the whole uterus, the cervix, and the fallopian tubes were removed. What was kept were the ovaries, and they were kept purely so that I don't go into early menopause. And that kind of early menopause, especially with my age, can cause a lot of hormonal changes to my body, and we are not up for that. I already experienced, the hot flashes, so let's wait for the rest when I'm that age, okay? The reason I'm talking about this topic is because of all the positive comments that I've gotten from most of you that know that I cannot give birth. The comments are very heartwarming, and I really appreciate them, but I feel like I need to talk about them because saying certain things only makes me feel kind of worse about the situation, if you know what I mean. Seeing that I will never be able to give birth because I lack the apparatuses to give birth, saying certain things like, don't worry, leave it to God, He will bless you with kids in the future, kind of doesn't help. I know you all mean well and I appreciate it, but it's like hammering in the fact that it's not going to happen. Because let's be very realistic. I like to be realistic. I believe in God and I believe that He can do a lot of healing to your body. But I also believe that the human body was created in a certain way and it functions in a certain way. For example, if your heart was missing, you would die unless they replaced your heart. But without it, you would literally die. Without the uterus, you cannot give birth. There is a process that happens before you actually give birth. And that process involves releasing an egg. That egg then flows into your fallopian tube. Then you have to have coitus. The sperms have to swim and fight and everything. And then one sperm has to win the hand of the princess, which is your egg. And then they fall in love and they look into each other's eyes. And they're like, this is forever. And then, bam, they merge, fertilize, and voila, a baby has started its journey into the world. It all starts in the fallopian tubes and then into your uterus. Then the rest of the magic happens in there. Your baby grows and grows. The cervix part comes in, which contracts and allows the baby to go through. I do not know how you will have a baby when 3 of those parts are missing. I just don't know how that happens. For real. I do ovulate and my ovulation hurts. But when the egg jumps and thinks it's going to meet the love of its life, it runs into this wall and bounces back. There is no fallopian tube. It is going nowhere. There is no way it's going to meet the prince. Sealed shut. Sealed shut. Jumps from this side, jumps from this side, wall. No fallopian tubes. Now let's say I had the fallopian tubes. The egg jumped. It went all the way into the fallopian tubes. It will still meet a wall. And there will still be no spermatozoa. Because the sperms also hit that wall while they're trying to swim towards the fallopian tube. But you forget so quick. God has blessed me already. I do have a son. I am only waiting for another blessing of another child that I'm going to adopt. Not there. There is no oven to bake the buns. I'm a realist, and I believe that all our body pieces were put in place to work in certain ways, to function in certain ways. And if we lack them, then maybe we can have a transplant. But I am not looking into have a uterus transplant. I am not looking into that. Or a cervix transplant or a fallopian tube transplant. I am not looking into that. What I am looking forward is raising kids that will have a mother, because I will raise them and I will love them immensely. In my case, my blessings are going to come already made, and I get to love a baby that needs all the love in the world. Being a mother is not just giving birth. Being a mother is raising a child and loving that child and giving them unconditional love and showing them that no matter what, you are their mother. Because let's be honest, we have seen so many women give birth and reject their babies. We have orphanages that are full of kids that still have parents roaming around. We have seen kids thrown away in dustbins, in sewages, you name it, which is totally heartbreaking. Again, I am so grateful for all your messages, for all the encouragements that you give me. I just want to let you know what it means to have a hysterectomy. And I am fine with it. Because I personally chose to have them removed to save my life. It's a choice I would make over and over again. It is stupid for a grown woman to say things like, uliuza kizazi. It is stupid for a grown woman to say things like, hauna mayai, omba Mungu akupatie mayai, ama akupatie mayai itafanya kazi. It is stupid to utter such words. I am not barren. And even if I was, it's not a disability. It's not a disability. My body just lacks a few organs here and there, but it works. It doesn't work 100% as it should, but it works. And I'm happy that I get to be alive so that I can love my son, Damien, who started walking, by the way. He's now running all over the place. He's such a joy. And the only thing that I think about is how he has blessed us. His presence is a blessing to us. He's not blessed to have us. We are blessed to have him. I have a son. I am blessed. There is a reason I love saying live, love, love. There's a reason I love reminding you to do that. And that is because in this world, we exist instead of living. We cry instead of laughing. And we hate instead of loving. It's your girl, Sal's Comfort. And I will see you on my next video. Ciao.